Um, Hi, it's the last day of week 5. So after today, only 3 weeks to go. Well, it's looking a little chaotic in here. I got about half the car inside. Let's go take a look and see what's going on out here. Yes, well, pretty much stripped out the inside. We've got to do the wiring. Yeah, it's looking pretty much torn apart here. But I'll show you what we're going to do. We've got some components to put in. One new thing that you might see is we have the pot lights in now. If you look at them around the moon roof there, that's one bonus. Well, I should show you, there's actually snow here. Just want to see what it's like to live in a snowy country. That's where we are at. Okay, back to work. Let's just go and we'll take a look at what we've got to put in. So in the console, we're going to have 110 volts. We got a plug right here, your regular U ground plug. On the sides here, I put 12 volt, and what I'm using is just 12 volt connectors like this, and just embed those in the side, and we'll use these with the tab cut off, okay? So that we can just plug our 12 volt things in. So I put a connector on either side. We've got heated seats, so we need it for that, but we'll also run lights. So I got some gooseneck lamps that are 12 volt that also have a 5 volt USB output. So they'll plug in there too, and whatever else we have that's 12 volt. We're going to run a 12 volt cable all the way to the front dash. And on the front dash, we'll have this unit. I just made this up of various components. There's a 3-way splitter here. There's in here, there's a USB plug, so we can feed USB. This is the fan switch, so 0, low, medium, high. Here we've got 2 switches to turn the fans or that USB outlet on and off. And this switch here in the middle is actually for the stereo, so that we can switch the stereo from running off the car battery on to our power pack. So that way we don't have to have the ignition on. So this is our main control panel. We've got, we'll have a 12 volt feed to that, which will come from our splitter. Here we're going to have our pot lights. So the rear, the middle, and the front pot lights, and our 2 pumps for our water here. We've also got USB, 2 USBs, and a 12 volt here. One thing we're going to do, we're going to run a Bluetooth controller on the pot lights so that we can turn them off and on our phone. So it'll be like a smart car, and we can dim them up and down. So that's what that is. That's a Bluetooth controller. So in order to have a USB connection at the on the dash, I made these up. I bought these little battery packs. It was a surplus sale, $5 each. But I just cut the top off it, and you can see there's a USB there. So and there's also a mini jack plug. So I've just wired that so we can glue it right on the dash, and then we'll be able to attach our fans, or we could attach lights to it. one thing that came with it was a nice little springy cable, and that cable is going to really come in handy so that when we attach it to the fan and the door opens and closes, our cord won't get in the way. And what I did was I took the fans and I modified them. If you can just see at the very top there, I put a jack right here. So I wired that jack in, embedded it in some, it's actually hot glue, and so here, this cord can just plug on there, and we can plug that into the dash. Or we could plug it into any USB. If we had a little power pack, we can take the fans and use them somewhere else. I've added a 12-volt outlet there on each side so we can plug those lamps in. And we put switches here. So at the back, and this is at the door, this will control the pump for the bathroom area. So that's our job for today, is to get all these components wired in. We have to run the wires across from one side to another. We'll be running a 110 outlet and the 12-volt lines. So I guess I better just stop talking and just get to it. So hopefully by the end of the day I'll be able to show it to you all finished. So hang around. Well, still working on the wiring here. Got to pull some cable. We've got 3 different voltages going here. We've got 110, 12 volt, and 5 volt. But our main cabling is 12 and 110. It's coming down here. And so we've got that 16 gauge running, and it will eventually connect to our panel here, and also we'll leave enough so that we can go in the back and connect to the 12-volt outlet of the element. So the other thing we're doing is we're running a 110 cable, so 110 volts here. So, and that's going to be in the console. So we're going to run that along here, and we'll tuck that in, and that will go all the way to the back, where we will be able to plug that into the EcoFlow. Got a couple more 12-volt leads that these are for our heaters, our seat heaters. They also go to the console. So what we're going to do is use them to power 12-volt things, and you can see that it has a controller. So it has a 2-step, so it's a high and low. So hopefully we can run some lights and other things off there. But we're going to have to fish that underneath the carpet here. A loonie, 2013. Well, meet a buck. Meet a buck. Well, I think that's it for the main control panel here. Bit of a mess of wires, but should do the trick. Well, it looks like the wiring is done. Got it more or less back together now. Here's our main panel. We could use some light actually. So we got pot lights. That's first pot light, middle pot light, and we got pot lights at the back too. And what we also have on here is the pumps. So we have a pump. See that light up down there? That just represents the pump. That is the pump for the kitchen and the bathroom. And on the other side, we've got a pump for the solar water heater on the roof. And as you can see, we made use of the strut covers. So we can just cover this over, and when we want to get at the wiring, we can just come down, and we got a terminal strip there with everything attached. Same kind of thing on this side. You can see how that is. And we've got our 110 and our 12 volt heading back to the EcoFlow power pack. Anyway, that's what it looks like. Thanks for dropping by, and we'll carry on. 3 weeks to go now, so might have to pick up the pace here a bit. Anyway, take care. Bye now.
Oh my God. Wow. There's two more here. Oh, this
Yeah,
is
those are for the kitchen.
Right.
So,
they look awfully good.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can just turn them off from your control panel. Leave just the back kitchen lit up. Or turn off the kitchen and just the couch or head.
Oh my God. Victor,
Yeah.
the lighting guy.
There you go.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Pot lights.
Wow.